There we go. Welcome everyone, first of all. How is everyone doing? Yo, James, Adrian, Trinda. What's up, everyone? Let's take a look. It made around 3K. Okay. Oh, we spoke about this. Wait, so you ran it after we spoke about this? Interesting. Okay, you've been running this for a month. You made 3K. Did you go viral yet? Oh, I see you went a lot. You went viral twice. Okay, let's start off with some of the viral content. I mean, German market is really good, I have to say, so you can make far more than that. I'll tell you that. Okay, I see. Did you reply to people asking where to get it? Did you add like a, or you didn't even add a link in bio in the end? You see, this is one thing which I see a lot of guys have a problem with. One thing which I see a lot of guys do, and it's a big mistake by the way, is that, okay, you would go for like the trendy formats, but then you wouldn't consider it a viral video. So the way I like to think about my posts is that every single time I post is actually a viral, well, potentially viral piece of content. So you should literally consider all of them as if they're gonna go viral. So add like a link in bio in the end, or just make it, clear that you're selling the product. So here I don't see like a link in bio in the comment section, not in the caption or in the video. So you probably missed out on a lot of sales. I got a lot of hate. 10K sessions. I mean, this is a very expensive product. Let me take a look. 300 euros, probably like $350. By the way, high ticket products are good, okay? So don't worry about that. It's more about like the trust. So that's the first thing I'm gonna be looking for. Okay, so they need to specify the car model. Buy one, buy two, buy three. Okay, here, literally right below the product, like over here, you need to add some sort of reviews. Whether it's like the small reviews, the widget, or something like this. Like exactly like this, but reviews. And then you show how does it work. Because oftentimes you would be surprised, but people just want to purchase, so they wouldn't even go to the end to see the reviews. So all they need to go through is like down here to see whether, there's some trust. Go up here, add to cart, and then purchase. And then you see they can't even just like add to cart, they need to specify. So there's like some sort of friction right now, which I truly think you need to minimize. So do you have like a list of competitors which has done this, so that we can take a look on what they did? Because obviously like this is important, but if there's a way for you to like get this information in an easier way, then it's better. Yeah, and then here there's no pictures. It's a big problem. So think about it this way. As a high ticket product, they need to be trusted. They need to trust your product or your store before they can purchase, So more call to action. Let me see if you did it here. Yeah. Content wise, it's pretty good. Just add some call to action and fix the website. Like make it. Okay, let me type anything here. Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, so there's add to cart. Okay. Also, I would try to split test without the add to cart. So you just skip directly to the checkout. So you're using I see you're using like the default Shrine bundle. If you want, you could try, the Kaching app. It has a feature to skip cart. You could try that too. But yeah, solid product. I wouldn't give up on the product based off what you just experienced. I think 3K is not bad considering, you know, that there wasn't call to action and trust in the store. Have you heard about human burner? Yes. So I have 3 burn accounts. One of them is, for the dropshipping content, and one of them is for the AI content. The AI content is on my Facebook, okay? And then the third one, I don't know why people call it a human burner account. It's literally just, I like to call it authentic content. So I would look for whatever trends are going on right now from people who have no intention to sell. Find, take the trend, take the idea, try to, add it to my niche or to my product. So yeah, I do that. I think it's one of the most advanced ways of marketing because you're not actually copying other dropshippers. So you went on Facebook, you went viral there too. So it seems that you're doing well in terms of views, but not in terms of sales. Yeah. How many sessions again have you had? 10K sessions? Oof. Yeah, that's a bit. Listen, when you get a lot of sessions, the number one problem is usually the website. Like, this is one thing which I had to realize over time. There's a few things. You need FOMO, firstly, and then you need trust. If you can get those two checked, you're gonna convert. Yeah, I've seen this product before, bro. I think, just like I told you on Discord, I think this product has a lot of potential, but you need to change the angle. Like, this has been around for a very long time. The only way you're gonna make this work is with a new angle. So either try the bike angle or you could try the carb angle too, but you need to apply new formats or new trends to it, Oh, is this the carpet? I thought you're selling the one where you put it like between the spaces. Okay, never mind. Yeah. I think there's a lot of ideas you could be inspired from. The first thing I look at when I see a new product is how can I make it go viral? And then how can I go viral for the right reason? So this is like what you need to think of. It's not the product at this point. Your concern should be how can I gain attention for the right reason? I've seen this like a year ago. Maybe I can find the content later for you. German market is 50-50 if the people like it or hate it. I heard really good things about German market. Like I've seen people convert like crazy. They would go viral like 400k views and make like, I don't know, 30k plus, 50k plus. Specifically with the Lego products. If you know, you know. Where's your message cloud? Did I skip it or something? Tap to pay wand. I think it's a very interesting product. It's one of those trendy products that are actually good. He did 50k a day with it. Is there proof? Let me find the wand, actually, since you mentioned it. Do you have a link to it? I think that product got like 1 billion views by now. Yo, what was Cloud on about? So reviewed? It's fine, it's fine. I've actually seen this a lot. Let me see. Is there anything that went viral here? Okay. March 5. Let's see. I mean, these generally perform well, but you need like a new angle, TBH. You're going for the... Oh, I see. Did you try different angles? Oh, you don't have a supplier to source it. Did you try, what's it called? GoShip Pro? How many products should you test in 1 month to find a winner? It's not about volume. Like I've said this before, I think you need to find like maybe 2 products or 3 products per month and you're good. There's this old rumor that you need to test like 5 products per week or like every 2 weeks. It's not true. You just need to pick like high potential products of being winners and then test them for long enough, because the reality is you need some time to actually find out whether it's a winner. Like 1 week is not enough. You need like maybe 10 days to firstly to see if your account is good, and then if you actually go viral, to see whether it's going to convert. But then oftentimes you could just change the marketing angle to make it work, if that makes sense. So oftentimes it's like not even the product which is a problem. There's literally many cases where, you know, a product was bad, or it seemed like it's a bad product at the start, and then a few months later or weeks later someone comes up with a new angle or new idea, and then they just print with it. I would try different angles. Maybe, I'm not gonna lie, I think snow, like skiing, although it's like no longer winter, but I think that would do well because these look like they're for snow or something, no? I guess they're also for cycling. You think I should still run the car? Oh, yes, still run that, but do what I just told you. You're getting sessions. You just need to fix the website. Like, there's zero trust for something that's costing $350. You need to remember that. Look at this. The moment you go below the FAQ, you see some reviews. And then when you keep on scrolling down, again, reviews. And this is like a 8-figure store. So hopefully that gives you like an idea. Recommend trying to run 2 products at once. Yes, I still think running 2 products at the same time will ensure that you never have a bad month. You know what I mean? So if the first, this is product 1, product 2, making like 20, 30K a month, which is consistent. And then if I had a second product, then whenever it goes like slightly down, the other one is like at least supporting it. Say it was down here and then it goes up, it would compensate that dip. You know what I mean? Besides, let's be real, 1 product is not enough to make you busy 24/7. Like, you're always gonna have free time, so having 2 products is better. You're running 5. It depends again. There's products which takes you literally 30 minutes per day, maybe even 10 to 30 minutes per day. So if that's you, then good. You could do that times 5. People who have like 10 products right now are basically saying they just do either stitching or AI content. Yeah, right now I'm working on 3. So again, it depends on like what's the demand of the product. Like, does it require a lot of time or not? If you're just like reusing clips or using AI, it's easy. Is it worth bringing a product to a new country if I can't find any new angles? Yes, but it depends which country. So different language, then sure. But because it's easiest to do that by changing the language, you know? But yeah, I want you to make sure that you don't have, I want to make sure you don't have this limiting belief. Like, US is not, like, although it's very competitive market, I wouldn't avoid it. I think this is like the top market to sell to, regardless of the competition or saturation. But the way I like to do it is have multiple phones, and then one could be like Spanish, one is US, other is French, whatever, and then, you know. And by the way, on IG, I don't know about you guys, I literally just repost the same piece of content. I just change the text on all of my phones, and nothing gets shadow banned. Is it the same for you? Listen, also your page is small, guys. Like, IG, I'm gonna be honest, it's a status game. So if you go viral right now versus someone who has like 30K followers that goes viral for the same amount of views, they're gonna convert more. Why? Because more people are gonna, click on the link. Also, your link is too long. I don't like this. It should be like, maybe put it on the home page or something. Something like this. Like, you see this page, if they get 5k views, they would, on average, get more clicks on their website than someone who got 50k views. Just because, they have more of a social status, more trust. That's why I always say, like, and that's what I do, is to have one page which I constantly work on. Like, I constantly grow one page and then run like sub pages. Because if you go to like 100k followers on IG, you're good. Like, you're good for life, basically. At one point, I wanted to run this, by the way. This was before I had a winner. It's been around for a while. Definitely a winner, yeah. Because you could change the picture. It's a custom product. So this actually has a lot of potential. Listen, the wand is more like the shiny object, you know what I mean? It's getting like 1 billion views and hundreds of thousands of likes. Like, it's a trap, But then I think there's only one exception where you could print, is if you have a good account. Because it is kind of cool, It's a nice, funny gift. It's about how you market it. So as a perfect gift, I'll give you an example, like the Poo. You remember this product? Poo was a very low converting product, low CVR, yet pretty much everyone ran back then because you could easily farm views. Like, people are going 100 million views every week easily. So it does make up for the low CVR, if that makes sense. Alright, boys, we're gonna do this live. This is gonna be my most updated product criteria of 2026, okay? So, number 1 for the criteria. In the past, I've said it needs to be custom. Now we're gonna make it more flexible, okay? It could be a pump and dump. So I want to make that clear. It could be a pump and dump, or it could be a custom product. Now, what do I mean by custom product? Something like this. So this one, it's one product, but then the image that's being displayed is custom. So everyone's gonna attach a different image, right? So that's the first element. And then let me explain why it could be a pump and dump. Because what I would call a pump and dump is something like, perhaps something like this. You could probably find this on Amazon, but they built a big brand out of it because of the second factor, which is they have a lot of variants. And then thirdly, branding in terms of website. And optional could be the boxes, could be on the product, like embedding and so on. Fourthly, it needs to have multiple angles of marketing. So once again, this was actually a potential winner which I wanted to run a while back because you could run it for multiple niches. So I could create literally 3 different brands, 3 different pages, one of them for couples. So you'd put your partner's picture, and then another account is for like passionate niche. So this is like the most simple criteria I can create at the moment. If I would add to it, then it would be more like, is there a proven concept? So we could extend it a bit further here. What this means is, does it have data? Like, has people run this in the past? Or at least the idea, has it been around for a while? Did it convert? Okay, so it could be with the physical product or the idea. Are you looking at new trends only in that niche? No, it could be different. Wouldn't it always be better to add multiple products to one store? Yes. I almost always do that, by the way. It surprisingly increases everything. I mean, there's a lot of people that do this mistake where they limit themselves to their competitors' standard. I would only take, my competitor seriously if I know for a fact they've made like six figures with their product. Like, oftentimes I get inspiration from paid ads stores rather than organic, if that makes sense. Because I know the paid ad stores are making way more money, and I know that they're just naturally gonna have a better store because they take things seriously. Unfortunately, the organic space, you would rarely see a very high value store. But yeah, boys, thanks for being here tonight. It was good talk. Yo, Adrian, no worries. All right, have a great rest of your night.